Hello everyone. So, wasn't going to talk about Brett Maher today, but he is the gift that just keeps giving. So here we go. The only reason I'm prompted to make this video is because he's mentioned Joe Lister. Now, the moment he mentioned Joe Lister, I just burst out laughing because I just thought, right, he's blown out air again. Even though I thought he was blown out air before he mentioned Joe Lister, but I just thought, right, let's make a video. I tell you what, I hope Brett Maher keeps himself out of jail because he is the gift that just keeps giving, and we do have content to talk about. Now, I want to talk about Joe Lister and this Joe Lister and Brett Maher sparring footage. Now, the fact that Brett Maher's calling Joe Lister out is just comical. It is really funny because, even though sparring is different to fighting, when sparring is not that close, when sparring is just a piss take, like Joe Lister took the piss out of Brett Maher when it was sparring, like he didn't even get out of first gear. He was there, he kept hurting Brett, and he wasn't even trying. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all been hurting sparring, we've all been, we've all had the piss took out of us in sparring, but it's still been relatively competitive. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though, like, I've lost many, there's no winners or losers in sparring. It's sparring. But you know when you are levels below your opponent. For example, when I sparred with Darren Till or Tom Aspinall, I just thought, yeah, these are fucking worlds apart from me here. Especially the Tom Aspinall. When I was sparring with Tom Aspinall, I just thought, if he felt like he had to put me away here, he just fucking could. Do you know what I mean? And I felt that. I felt instantly, the moment he stepped on the gas a tiny little bit, I felt instantly uncomfortable. I felt like I just want to curl up in a ball and stop him from hurting me. And it's just a big difference. So for me to ever make a video and say, right, Tom Aspinall, let's have it. It's not going to happen because I've felt what it was like to move around with him. So the fact that Brett Maher wants to call out Joe Lister, it's fucking extremely comical because I just think, what are you doing? Joe Lister sparred with Brett Maher, we all seen it, and it was just a laughing stock. It was a joke for Joe. Joe wasn't even trying, and he was hurting Brett. He stopped him with a body shot. He made Brett quit. He had pop, hit Brett with a body shot, Brett quit. So the fact that he's calling him out for a straightener or a fight just instantly put me off. I instantly thought, right, I need to make a video about this. Not to put anything right or just to say anything. It's just because I thought I've got something to talk about here. I've got something I've got something that makes sense and adds a little bit of substance to a little bit of I don't know what it adds, but it's still giving me something to talk about. The moment he mentioned Joe Lister, I thought, that's just stupid. It's like me calling Tom Aspinall out. Like it's just not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? That's how far apart they are. Like, I sparred with Tom Aspinall and we kept it comfortable and we kept it gentle because I instantly knew, like, he's taking the piss out of me here. Do you know what I mean? Like I knew he was. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't. There's no two ways about it. I'm not going to beat it around the bush. I honestly believe that I am a good fighter. I do. I think I'm a decent fighter. I think I'm a good half-decent boxer. I think I'm a good K1 kickboxer. I think I'm a decent Muay Thai fighter. But I'm decent. I'm half-decent. On a UK level, I'm okay. But Tom Aspinall is worlds above me. The best in the world. And when I look at the Brett Maher and Joe Lister sparring, that's how it is. There's no difference. There's no comparison. That's exactly how Joe makes Brett look. The same way Tom Aspinall made me feel. Surely to God, that's how Brett Maher must have felt when he was sparring Joe Lister. So the fact that he's making a video calling Joe Lister out, it's just stupid. It's just hot air. It's just bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. But then he starts moving on to like, oh, we've got this and we've got that again. Do you know what I mean? Which is just stupid. And while I'm on the topic, I want to speak about him jumping out the car and in a bit of road rage and shoving a camera in that young lad's face and frightening him after death. I just thought, that is the most cowardly thing. That was worse than him screaming and shouting at a phone with a knife, with a sword, with a machete, whatever it was. The moment I seen him jumping out that car and threatening that bloke, that lad, I just thought, you are a full-blown coward. Full-blown shithouse. Disgusting behaviour, cowardly behaviour, and I do not condone it. I fucking hate it. It's fucking horrible. But yeah. God bless.